It's your favorite hot mess. I recorded this whole video, and guess what? It wasn't recording at all. Your mom's an idiot. So let's talk a little bit about YouTube Rewind 2018 for the second time. This is like my thing, you know? It's just, I like to record things twice. Oh, are you gonna leave me? You don't want to review YouTube Rewind 2018? I know, it's a hot mess, wasn't it? I think you should stay because I don't want to face this alone. So YouTube Rewind in the past has kind of had this trend of disappointing people. And it's a real shame because I used to every year look forward to YouTube Rewind. It was something that gave you all the feels. It just reminded you of all of the inside jokes and the good times that we've had on YouTube and kind of the internet as a whole. But I'd say at least the last 2 years, this year and last year, I've been very disappointed. You're out? Why don't you stay with me? I need you for emotional support. Oh, you're not gonna look at the screen? I don't blame you. I just kind of wanted to hit on a couple things that really just ground those gears. So let me just hit on just a couple points. Okay, so see, right off the bat, we've got Will Smith. It's no disrespect, nothing against Will Smith. I think he's a very, very talented man. But that's not what YouTube's about. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say it. Don't hate me. Illuminati, don't come for me. If you're a thing, please don't come for me. YouTube is not about the rich and the famous out there. Yes, there's some YouTubers out there who have made it big, and that's awesome. And so to open up YouTube Rewind with a famous actor who has been in a million movies and on TV shows and has music out there, it really already told me that this is not going to be good. Because in my mind, YouTube, the essence of it is it's just about the ordinary person putting content out there for everyone to enjoy. So when you right off the bat open it up with a famous actor, I'm already like, nah fam, you missed the mark. And then later on, I know that they show late night show people, and it's just it's not supposed to be about the major corporations. And whether you love them or you hate them, I'm sure if you're any part of YouTube, you have heard about the PewDiePie and T-Series battle royale that's going on. I have thoroughly enjoyed following it. Sometimes I stop by the live subscriber count. I love jamming out to Bitch Lasagna. It's something that has become an inside joke for everyone. Something that is fun, but it also is so representative of something bigger, something that we're seeing happen in YouTube that a lot of creators and viewers and subscribers have been fed up with, and that's we're seeing these corporations and mainstream media and mainstream things coming in trying to take over this platform that we love, trying to dethrone and what's the word? Mudsling on the name of some of these bigger YouTubers. We've seen it happen with PewDiePie many times. Don't get me wrong, the guy has done some stuff that's oh, Pewds, why though? But we see that there's almost this battle between YouTube and then mainstream media. And it seems that YouTube has kind of just rolled over for mainstream media. And we're seeing that, like I said, the PewDiePie and T-Series thing is very representative of this struggle that we're seeing, because T-Series is a channel that is run by a bigger corporation versus PewDiePie, who's a completely self-made, was a gamer, and we've watched him grow and develop, and he's just his own guy who does his own thing. And to see a bigger corporation going to surpass the king of YouTube, who kind of embodies everything that this platform is about, is hard. It's hard to see. And I'm also just 9-year-old army angry that they didn't have PewDiePie in this YouTube Rewind. I wasn't expecting it because of the reasons that they didn't have him in it in the past, but he's still been such a big part of all of this community. That's just a little side negative that's just kind of based on my own feelings. All right, and I get it, Fortnite, we gotta have Fortnite represented. That was such a big part of just the entire internet, not just YouTube. Fortnite, the dances, the everything. Thank the bus driver, whatever. And this was one of my other absolute biggest issues that I had with this year's YouTube Rewind. It was all of the dialogue. Dialogue was very just, okay, in all honesty, it was very, very cringy. I am very long-winded. Most of my videos, I just sit here and I talk and I talk and I talk. Nothing wrong with that. But YouTube Rewind, like, you live for like the music and just like bam, bam, bam. Like, you're getting blasted with like inside joke after good feel, good music, good. And it brings back all of these memories and jokes and everything that we've shared throughout the past year. And so when you fill your YouTube Rewind with so much dialogue, not only is that just annoying, but oh, the cringe of it, because one of these days I'll learn to turn my volume off before I start filming, but today is not that day. There, now it's off. So not only was having all of this dialogue completely throwing off like the rhythm and one of the things that people love about YouTube Rewind, but it was so like cringe and so try hard. It was painfully obvious that what YouTube was desperately trying to do was like YouTube Rewind 2018 was just like all about the backpedal. Like, they were trying so hard to emphasize that this YouTube Rewind, let's make it about what the people want, which is kind of ironic because there's, I think when I watched the video last, there's 2.6 million dislikes and 1.1 million likes. Those numbers aren't pretty. So I think it's pretty clear that I'm not the only one that felt that this was just a really bad attempt to look like we're showing you what you want to see. Like, let's make it about what the people want to see, when really it's not what you did at all. And it showed. You were trying really hard to be like, look at how genuine, like, look how much we care about what you guys want. But like, you haven't shown that in the last year. And then your attempt to kind of like pave things over and be like, look, like we can't, it didn't work. And I think it's because their hearts aren't in it. Like, YouTube bigwigs, their hearts aren't, it's not really about what we want. Like, we're seeing all these changes happen. We're seeing kind of like a insulting, like, disrespect to the creators over these things, like, you know, lack of communication and things that we're seeing. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of rubbed, I think, a lot of people the wrong way to see this kind of like corny attempt at like, look, it's about what you people want, when really I think most of us agree that there was like not what we wanted to see. And I think my third and final biggest point of something that I saw as a issue with this year's YouTube Rewind, which is pretty serious in my opinion, was the little bit, and it was in one of those corny dialogue parts, was talking about how proud that this community, you know, we should be of this community for talking about mental health. Now you might be thinking, Shayna, what the heck? Like, isn't that what your channel is like built around? Like, you're being more honest and real and you talk about all of that stuff. Yes. And I'm not referring to those sort of videos. We did see this year a lot of good attention on mental health. We saw a lot of bigger YouTubers shedding light on their own struggles, which is a very, very, very good thing, because the more we talk about those sort of things, the less stigma that's around them, and the more people feel that they can reach out without being shamed, or just feel like they have somebody they can talk to, or even just watch videos of and feel like, hey, I'm not so alone. Maybe they've got tips. It's a very, very good thing. What I'm referring to is, again, I think it was an attempt to backpedal, because a lot of creators did some things with mental health this year that rubbed a lot of us the wrong way, I think. And that was a lot of YouTubers talking about their mental health out of nowhere. And, you know, bigger YouTubers and people are like, wow, like, you struggle too? And they're talking, and then all of a sudden they're like, and I'm so proud to say that this video is sponsored by, and then they're sponsored by a mental health something rather. And here's the thing, everything aside, forget the fact that a certain company that was promoted and sponsored a lot of these videos Like, forget the fact that that was kind of shown to be scam-ish in a way. It's just the fact that as soon as you're a YouTuber and you're talking about something important like mental health, and then you throw in there like, and our sponsor today is, and you might be thinking, well, isn't it wrong then for a YouTuber that's talking about mental health to monetize their videos? And to that I say, no. When you're talking about your own mental health issues, like, go for it, monetize that. You deserve to be not rewarded, but, you know, paid for the fact that you're taking the time to sit down and educate people or share your story. I think that's fantastic. Like I said, I have no issue, and I applaud those YouTubers that have been a lot more open about their mental health struggles. The problem comes with the YouTubers who, and you could tell, you could feel it when you'd watch their videos, they don't really ever use their platform to talk about mental health at all. And then all of a sudden they start talking about it in a video, and you're like, wow. And it's only because they have a sponsor, and that crap drives me nuts. I hate it. And I think a lot of people hate it because it's like, okay, you know, sponsorships, awesome. Like, I hope one day I could be so lucky. But when you're only making content for people when you've got sponsors, it's like anything that you're saying, oh, you know, my mental health it's so important. And that's why I want to sell you this. Like, it automatically takes power away from what you're talking about, especially when you never seem to care about that before. But now that somebody's putting money in your pocket, you all of a sudden seem to have mental health issues that you're open to talk about. And I don't like that. It's kind of having us take a couple steps back in the progress that we've made in being open about mental health, because then it makes it have a bad connotation again when YouTubers are honestly talking about it, because all these other YouTubers have done it just for money. You know what I'm saying? So overall, I was pretty bummed about YouTube Rewind. I was pretty disappointed, which is saying something because I was geared up to be disappointed. I was not expecting to be pleased with what they put out this year, and yet I was still disappointed. I would have liked to see some like, bitch, lasagna, bitch, and meme review. But I mean, on a positive note, I thought it was very, very cool to see animators represented this year. It's something that we haven't really seen that I can remember in any YouTube rewinds of the past, and the animators out there are super talented. And then a shout out to PewDiePie's chair. Yes, boy. Yes, son. We snuck up in there. But yes, the animators definitely deserved a little bit of attention, a lot of bit of attention. And I think that YouTube Rewind did do a good job of giving them attention this year. Oh, but the one other thing I gotta mention, the ASMR. I was very, very excited when I'm like, oh my gosh, the ASMR community is getting recognized. ASMR is something that in my opinion, deserves every bit of attention and respect and goodness that that wasn't making sense. What I was trying to say is, in my opinion, ASMR deserves a lot more attention, a lot more respect, a lot more goodness sent their way. Because the things that these ASMR artists are doing is awesome. I really like that they were represented this year in YouTube Rewind. What I don't like is I don't watch a ton of YouTubers. Like, I have a select few that I really, really enjoy, and I watch them a lot. With ASMR, I feel like I'm a little bit more well-versed in the different artists, especially the bigger ones out there, given that ASMR does a lot for me. I'm not a tingle head, like they call them, and if you don't know what ASMR is, I highly recommend you look into it. It'll seem really weird at first, but if you do react to ASMR and you have some anxiety and depression like I do, it can be very, very helpful. So for me, I don't get the tingles. For me, it really, really helps with my sleep, and it's so relaxing to me. But all that being said, I was very disappointed because I did not see one of the bigger, okay, don't come for me, ASMR community, because I didn't recognize any of those guys that were part of that ASMR bit in YouTube Rewind. Not one. And I could just be an uneducated buffoon. I may just be some uneducated swine, but Gentle Whispering, the queen of ASMR, Ting Ting, I love her. Whispers Red, like, there's so many really talented ASMR artists out there who are huge, and I didn't see any of them. And when I saw that big shiny ball with ASMR, I got super hyped and super pumped, only to be let down. So overall review, YouTube Rewind, you let me down, and a lot of other people too. And I think one of the biggest issues is I think some of the big wigs in YouTube are losing sight of what's most important about YouTube, and that is independent content creators, not these big corporations and the mainstream media. If the lighting seems different, it's because it is. If my hair seems drier, it's because it is. If this seems like it was filmed after all of the other stuff you just saw, it's because it is, because I'm an idiot. And I forgot to film an actual proper outro to this video. So here it is. Here is to 2019. Hopefully this will be a great year for YouTube. I'm looking forward to seeing awesome content from other YouTube content creators. And hopefully you guys will be seeing good content from yours truly. Let's go 2019!